All right, YouTube, it's just a review. It's not a tutorial. It's not a walkthrough. It's a review. They didn't like my Season 1 review, so we'll see how they feel about this one. What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. We talked about Season 1 just a year ago, and today we are back talking about Season 2 for how to sell drugs online fast. An underrated Netflix series, in my opinion, and today I'm going to tell you why Season 2 does a really good job of capitalizing on Season 1. I need you in the comments down below, and if you enjoy these Netflix reviews, let me know. Smash that thumbs up button. But let's get into it. So, in Season 2, our three friends, Moritz, Lenny, and Dan, are trying to figure out how to sell drugs online faster. Their business is growing. The trio can hardly keep up with the demand. But the real focus here is their private lives. And we got this in Season 1. That's what made it so special. We're moving through this series at a frantic pace. And there's one thing about this show that I think some may not love is how fast it moves. I'm talking about the editing, the character arcs, and the fact that the episodes, only 6 of them, are 30 minutes apiece. So it's the same case in Season 2, except it may even move a bit faster. You have the fact that Lisa is getting suspicious about Moritz's new behavior. You have Dan. He's trying to kind of prove to his father that he can do it himself. And then Lenny, he gets into a new romance with this mysterious coder. She comes in and brings a new dynamic to this entire story. So all three of our guys, they're doing their own thing, but also together, they're trying to sell drugs online fast, and it's an entertaining second season that capitalizes on what made Season 1 so great, like I said. And it has this interesting aspect to the story, and this is a non-spoiler review, so I'm not going to dive too deep, but Moritz is doing something not behind the group's backs. Like, they know enough about it, but he is kind of striking a deal in Holland, and he's getting caught up in this web of lies over here, as he is also in a web of lies within his group. And then with his girlfriend, he's struggling, trying to come to a realization of, okay, should I tell her? Should I inform her and let her in on this situation? Or do I just let her go, right? Because that's probably the best route, but as a teenager, it's complicated. These are complicated lives that our characters are living, and it all really comes to a head because they're facing graduation. It's the balance of life and what they know now as work. It's the partners that he comes in contact with. Are they as trustworthy as they seem on the outside? And remember, these are kids. I know we've grown to love these characters, and it seems like they're smarter than, they're extremely smart, and they're putting in the work. There's one scene in particular where they're saying, listen, I've been going for hours, for days. We need somewhat of a break. And Moritz, at one point at the beginning of the season, he's almost to the point where he just wants out entirely. I think all of them want out, and he says it over and over with the voiceover, the narration that comes back. He says, if I had the chance to start over to where none of this would happen, I would probably take that chance because we're just so caught up in it at this point. He's having hallucinations. He's just having these almost panic attacks at times. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I know I'm doing something that's going to help me financially, but is it the right thing to do? Well, from the audience, from the outside looking in, of course it's not the right thing to do. And I love the fact that this is loosely based on a true story. And those elements that we loved about Season 1, well, they carry over. But I think the characters may even be more fleshed out this season. Even though I didn't love the overall story for Season 2, say, as much as Season 1, we're even deeper with these characters now, and I think a lot of that has to do with the story arcs that they have over Season 2, Lenny's in particular. I mean, it's so nice to see him finally open up to someone. And I believe it's episodes maybe 2 or 3 where all three of them are experiencing something around the same time. And it's funny to see how each of them are going about it a lot differently, especially Dan. Poor Dan. And then Moritz, let's just say they're getting older by the second. That's the best way to put it. And you're there with them, and sure, it's awkward, it's a bit cringeworthy, but it's supposed to be. And that is all part of growing up, except these kids are growing up in a very different way, having to deal with a lot. And then another cool aspect that comes along later on in the season is some people that have been involved in the past start to ask questions about our situation. So how is our crew going to deal with that? Going to deal with the drugs? Going to deal with laundering the money? Going to deal with everything that they're having to deal with? And then you add in the interesting editing, the fast pace, and the music, too. I talked about it in Season 1, but it's back with a vengeance. It's so good. This show is just really, really good. It doesn't do anything quite, it's hard because it's only 6 episodes and 30 minutes apiece. I mean, you can get through this in 3 hours. It doesn't do anything extravagant that I've never seen before, but it's a fun series and one of the most fun seasons of television I have watched all year. As for my score, I'm going just a tad bit lower than Season 1 because, again, I didn't love the story as much, but I'm still going an 82%. What a great, underrated show on Netflix. Thoroughly enjoyed myself once again, and I need you in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, like I said, smash that thumbs up button. It helps out this channel. It tells me you'd like to see more. Stay tuned because some fun Netflix reviews coming out later on this week.